They are copying everything what's been done either in KSW or in other federation. I don't feel myself being in a position of competing because, our experience as a KSW, our, everything what we did, it's much bigger than Oktagon will achieve.
So Martin, at the end of the show, during the Q&A, you've mentioned the Oktagon, and you've told us that you do not see yourself as a competitors. Do you see any inspiration, or do their achievements really push you to create new things or go to new areas to do more maybe?
No, to be honest, no. I don't follow what they are doing. Of course, my people from the promotion side, they have to, but I don't have the interest, and it's not my disregards to this, but it's more like, we know what we want to do. We've been successful, in England, in Croatia, in Ireland before the COVID. We are very successful in France right now. We are doing the biggest, probably after National Stadium in Poland, that would be the biggest show in Paris in December this year. So we are facing some problems with the Czech market, but they are temporary problems, I would say. So I'm not kind of inspired by Oktagon. Actually, they are copying everything what's been done either in KSW or in other federation. I don't see anything they are doing, something new or something I would say wow, or they are following somebody else's path. And it's when you see about, or when you think about the time when we started, it was 20 years ago, and the MMA was completely, unknown for public, and you have to, what is MMA? People wake up, what is it? So you need to explain that this is discipline, what it's all about. So we talk about the confrontation, about discipline, etc. So we had to spend 10 years explaining people what the MMA is about. When you do the show right now, in modern world, let's put it this way, it's much easier for you because you don't have to explain what the discipline is. You have the follow, you have the media who are talking about it. You have the fans who already been known, who knows about the MMA. You have a global organization like UFC. So it's much easier to put a show, you don't have to go through all these barriers and these obstacles we had, in the past.
As you said, copying, but they are doing as well the stadium shows. That was the big point of yours behind the #1 organization in Europe. They are doing those as well, and they are planning more of those next year. Are you planning to do so as well, to come back to National Stadium to reach those records again?
To Poland, yes, in Poland, yes. National Stadium is something we are doing. We did 2 shows in stadium. So as you mentioned, they are doing something what somebody else has already created. So there is nothing new from their side. I'm not going to, I don't feel myself being in a position of competing because, our experience as a KSW, our, everything what we did, it's much bigger than Oktagon will achieve. Of course, I wish them the best, really, but I'm not saying, I want to say that I'm not here just to compete with them. We came here not because of Oktagon, we came here because we found that our neighbors, Czech and Slovakian people, got really interested into MMA. And I was mentioning this during my presentation, that we had already been, we booked Ostrava show before COVID, it was 2019 or 18, and I was here on the arena, O2 arena before COVID. So everything COVID has changed. We are reborning in that sense. I don't want to fight with anybody because we have enough fights, in our internal surroundings. They are the one who wants to compete. They are the one who wants to fight. So I wish them the best. There is a place for not even 2 organizations in Czech Republic, but I think at least 3 or 4.
Last thing on Oktagon point, when you see their success on Oktagon 62 in this stadium in Germany, they are crossing the path, they are building the path. Is it motivation to go there as well? You see the opportunity that German market is quite big, and you can have also achievements there?
Yes, definitely. Germany. We want to be in Germany. We want to come back to England definitely one day. We are having on our roadmap also Sweden. So we are thinking about those countries, and Germany was the one of the country we would probably even enter earlier than France, but unfortunately we split with we just the contract has finished with Roberto Soldic, who's supposed to be our game changer in that sense in Germany. And actually Oktagon, I think they are using the guy who we canceled the contract. So there's nothing new and nothing unpredictable, but there's nothing new from their side. We've been talking about Germany for years. We are waiting for the right moment.
Last week you've told me that you have to have a big stars when you are like trying to expand to Czech Republic. You didn't manage to take Mahmoud Murov or Patrik Kinsel. Do you see any other big names that can be signed to KSW in the future?
I don't think anybody who might really be a significant, different for the approach. I think we have enough, Czech and great stars. We need just to build them up. We need to make them more stronger and more, visible, more active, first of all, not only when they fight, but also through the whole year. We need to talk, closely with our media partners, so there are several lessons really we need to learn, but with the fighters, no. I mean, I don't want to go into details with those two fighters, but it was unexpected, especially with both fighters. I mean, because this is the private conversation. If they are willing, I can say what didn't work out, but it's just, it just happened. But I don't feel sorry. I don't feel like, like I have the kind of missed opportunity. I think in both cases, just maybe put it this way, in both cases, the users KSW talks with me or with my matchmaker just to have more money from the other organization, so you know what I mean. So it's just more like a negotiation trick for them, which I knew because one of them I just told, I know that I'm taking a part in this, your circus, but let's do it. I can say it publicly. You can build your worth, you can build your value to have more money. I don't care, I know what's the prize money for fight money for those fighters. I don't know who at the end of the day will be crying, maybe. I know.